Kaz Young here from Everyday Property Investing, and I'm very excited to have with me my guest, Jill McIntyre. Hi Jill, how are you going?
Well, thanks, Kaz, and lovely to be on board with you today.
Fantastic. Now, look, Jill is someone who I've been working with. Jill's been my coach for the last few months, and this is something a bit different for Everyday Property Investing. We usually have people on here and we talk about property and investing and where to invest and how to invest and things like that. But we're talking about something that's equally as important here today, and it's about your mindset and how you can, how you can manifest and build the results that you want in your life by looking at things differently. I hope that's a reasonable, brief explanation, Jill.
Well and truly. And when we're talking about property investing, it all starts with us, regardless of what we're doing. If we can get ourselves right and on track and positive thinking with a clear direction of where we're going, Kaz, the sky's the limit. And this is what most people find very difficult to get over that hump.
Exactly, and with just, the same tools, the same person that you are, but if you can look at things differently and build goals and strive toward goals and things like that, and that's what I'm finding it's made a really big difference in my life and my business and my investing, working with Jill as my coach in the last few months. So I really wanted to bring you on the show, Jill, and I'm so excited to have you. So I'm going to hand over to you for a minute so you can give us the whirlwind tour of you and who you are and what you're about, Jill.
Well, that sounds pretty good to me. And it's like, where do I start? I'm obviously not 21 years of age, and there's been a bit of history as it is with all of us. But going back, my husband died when our children were 9 and 11 years of age, and I was 39 at that time, and I was no more equipped to fly alone, let alone manage 2 children by myself. But at that time, I suppose my biggest plus was that I could sink or swim. And I think a lot of you listening to this can probably relate in some way to what I'm talking about. We've all got the ups and downs in life, but it's how we cope with them to move forward that is the outcome that is vital for us. So at 39, I started to expand and explore and think, where was I going? What was I doing? And I must admit, for the next 10 or 12 years, it was a day-to-day struggle with my children, with various things that were happening, personally, mentally and emotionally. But through all of that, I never gave up that there would be something presented to me when the time was right for me to move forward. And that time came in about 2002 when I started and did my first personal development course. And it was strange. For many years, Kaz, I've had a hearing problem and 40 to 50% hearing loss in both ears. And whenever I'd go to speakers or hear presentations, I couldn't hear, and I'd get so frustrated. And I went to this presentation and I could hear the majority of what was being said. And I knew straight away whatever he was selling, I was going to be on board. Rain, hail or shine, the money was going to turn up and appear, which it did. And I was only a month into that personal development course, and he was presenting a 2-year property course. And I wanted to get out of my PAYG job. I wanted to secure a future for my children financially, as well as leaving them a legacy on some level as where I was going. So I suppose even at that stage I was thinking of the bigger picture of where to from here. And that 2-year property course was my massive learning curve, but absolutely loved it. And I got in boots and all, and we were a very close group, of which we divided up into smaller groups, and finding the synergy of working with a group that really clicks was part of my learning curve, as all of these years were with me. And I got in with a group of 3 other men, and this is where I really started to work on finding my own purpose and where I was doing and where I was going.